sunk an enemy destroyer.
Hey team, this is Ripper. Guys, hope you guys are doing great here. Just doing a video about European radar with a small land, as you can see the lineup here, and then we'll go in Gdańsk, replay to end the battle in 6 minutes. Another collection of how can we end games faster, but I'm really digging these European radar destroyers, and it's so freaking powerful, and you don't realize it until it's too late. But as always, before we begin, like, subscribe, bell button below. Appreciate all the supporters of the channel. You see value in what we're doing here today. Make sure you smash those buttons. Thanks for stopping by, and we really enjoy your company and hope you enjoy the replay in the background. If you get anything out of it, great. If not, I hope you just enjoy the entertainment of fast-firing gunboats and just having a blast shooting ships, saving the ships, and we'll make some friends and learn something at the same time. All right, we're in the Småland, Tier 10. Hey, sorry, guys. A lot of you guys say that, why are we doing videos about a ship where I can't get anymore? Well, it's fun. Hopefully they... And now, here's the thing. I think they may bring it back. I'm just saying. But, I mean, they brought the Smolensk back at one point, right? In the Black Friday things and whatever containers, but I don't know about the Småland. It seems kind of busted, in my personal opinion. A lot of guys on YouTube will say that this is probably the most OP broken ship in the game. I will have to say I used to think that, but lately I've noticed that there's a lot of counters to it. I mean, the Småland is not as survivable as it used to be back in the day. Don't get me wrong, it's still powerful. But I don't think it is as strong. Okay, we are spotted. I mean, it was strong, like literally busted OP back in the day. That's what I'm saying. But it's still strong. It's just not as survivable. You can kill a Småland just as easy as any other ship. You just got to know what you're doing, obviously. But like I said, it's not just so overly powered, busted, broken that you can't kill this thing and you just can't take a duel with it. But anyways, let's get right to it. Småland Tier 10 has I built it for 6.8 concealment because I use the same commander as I do on another destroyer where that sacrifices concealment because I really don't need it, honestly. I'm not rushing in there to my death with concealment and everything. Even if I did build for concealment, you're getting it down to 6.1. Okay, 6.1 is not the greatest to go in and rush and try to use concealment to get around. Really, this thing is, you want to get spotted right away, pop the radar, boom, start going gun battle, and just melt whatever's in front of you. And here's a clear example of it right now. So we're spotted. I pop a radar, because see, he out-detects me anyways. Even if I had 6.1, he'll still out-detect me. So guess what? I'm a little further away. I get to pop a little bit of radar here, and I got a little bit of support. And just the reload rate of this ship is redonkulous. 1.2 seconds right there, as you can see. And this gives you the ability to basically melt anything in your way. And I think this is why a lot of people think it's busted and broke it. Well, obviously, if you're going against a Shimakaze cotton radar, Shimakaze is not going to survive anyways. So that's our first kill, splash one for the day. And, yeah, like I said, you can't win that engagement. No Shimakaze is going to win that engagement. I mean, even a Shimakaze against, say, a Barbiano that's behind me, or maybe even a Yoyang is not going to survive or being caught in the radar open. And I think that's the typical Shimakaze player right there. It just happens to be that way. And I think Shimakaze players play like that, and I know that. And you know what? I'm not afraid of it, and their guns are weak anyway. So, again, that's not a very good comparison, having a Shimakaze going up against us. I think that if you had something like a Druid, a Daring, I might even have to say a Gearing. I mean, if you had some ships that can really be able to juke, throttle away, smoke up, but if you're caught in the smoke, it doesn't matter. Småland will melt you. So there are ships out there that can counter the Småland, but you may need some help, a little bit of support, and then you can survive it. All right, here we go. We've got the Bravo cap taken. Again, as a good destroyer player, what are we doing? We're capping, first of all, we did kill the destroyer. That's our first goal. Second is we're starting to cap and spot for our team. And, of course, kill another destroyer here. Barbiano will be our second victim right here because of why? That's our job, and we're supposed to kill. While we're getting shot at by the incomparable, I think I fired... bad shot right there. I think I fired, and that's why I'm detected. I forgot. All right, Barbiano fires at... Ooh, he's only at 748. Okay, we'll take this. I'll take taking out a Barbiano any day to getting shot at. Let's see, you get one more shot up in the air, and boom, there he goes down. Splash 2, taking out 2 destroyers so far. That's the job of the Småland. It really is the destroyer hunter-killer. I've done tons of videos on this. This is the premier hunter-killer destroyer out there for eliminating DDs. Now, a lot of you can say, like, oh, I can't get it anymore. I know, it's sad. But like I said, I think just like the Smolensk, they got rid of it because it was just so brokenly overpowered. People use it for everything, especially in competitive. I think a lot of the Typhoon Hurricane players are telling me to say, hey, you got to have the Småland no matter what if you want to get in those higher leagues, because you're gonna need the advantage, because the amount of players out there that are so darn good at dodging, shooting, weaving in and out of everything. You're going to need heavy firepower. You're going to need a radar to combat, really, primarily is to combat the destroyer gameplay. So right here, Notice that with our full gun build right here, we got a 1.2 second reload rate, which is horrendously powerful because you start so many fires with this thing. I mean, it's just the amount of sheer DPM. I think it's still one of the top, right behind the Marceau and the Haragumo there, of having some of the highest DPM in the game. And that's what makes this thing super utterly powerful. Also, torpedoes go out to 12 kilometers, which is a great range for torpedoes. I think all destroyers should have 12-kilometer torpedoes because it's doable. It's usable. And yeah, like I said, to counter the radar threat, having a 12-kilometer torpedoes is very, very comfortable for my taste. Obviously, I'd like to have it go out farther, but I'm not a gearing, I'm not a shimikaze, so whatever. Ooh, nice hits right here. We get 1, 2, 3. 3 and a flooding. All right. 4, actually. There we go. And now we just finish them off with the guns. I'm telling you, the guns are the creme de la creme to seal the deal and take out the steel right there. Here we go. Splash 3. Look at that. 3 kills already. 83,000 damage. Like I said, why is the Småland so powerful in that regard? Not necessarily OP busted as much as I think anymore because, again, I can die. I mean, I'm like any other destroyer. If there was some kind of gimmick that would just eliminate... Now, if I had a smoke, yes, totally busted OP broken. Like the Gdańsk. The Gdańsk, in my personal opinion, is kind of borderline busted broken because... It's got the smoke radar combo. It's got torpedoes. It's got fast-firing Mogador guns, engine speed. It's got everything I want. So I'll do a video about that in the next clip here about Gdańsk, and I think that is the new Småland. The only thing, if I really want to make Gdańsk really busted OP, is to give it a longer radar. Like, what's the radar on this Småland here? Right now, I've got it built for 24 seconds. You can get this thing out to 30 seconds, but I really would rather have the engine boost. The engine boost really is a good sailing point, no pun intended, a good selling point on the Småland because it goes up to 30%. So you're literally rocking and rolling with this thing. You can juke shells. You can get out of dodge super quick. I think you can get this thing up to 50 knots, maybe. I forgot. But super fast. I mean, very, very quick, very agile. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to rush the Sherman. I know I can win the gun battle with Sherman. He's got fast-firing guns. However, I got a radar, and he's caught in the smoke. So I can make this. I selected this engagement because I know I can win it. Normally, I would not go up against the Sherman because he would maybe I would say almost borderline outgun me because of the amount of sap he can fire. So we're going to pop our radar within 7.5, and then I'm going to fire, but I'm for some reason spotted. Oh, I think the Cecilia spotting me. That's the downside about a full gun build. My gun plume goes out to 13.7. So if that's the sacrifice you got to make, but it's okay. It's just sheer firepower breathing down on everybody is what I care about. All right, nobody's spotting me now. He's caught in the radar. 2 more seconds of radar time, he goes down right there. Splash 4, 94,000 damage. All right, so again, what are we doing right now? We're going to go for Charlie Cap. Delta Cap is 2. There's a destroyer and a Cecilia there. I'm not going to play with that, and we're basically just going to drive up the Charlie Cap and see if we can win this thing and hopefully win it by points. I thought we were losing this battle, so I figured, you know what, let me just go and do the best I can as a good destroyer player. I can only do so much. I thought about shooting Utrecht there, but... I don't think it's worth it. I don't think I'll win this engagement. Yeah, shoot some torpedoes. Maybe I'll get a lucky hit. Okay, torpedoes go out there. I'm just speeding up the video to get past the monotonous just sailing around. A world of sailing ships these days. All right, yeah, a lot of things I like about the Småland is the heals and the radar. That's really the selling point. Being able to heal is so crucial. If the Gdańsk had a heal, that would make it already broken OP. The fact that the Gdańsk has no heals and is just what makes it just normal and balanced. If the Småland had a smoke, man, this thing, yeah, you would literally break the game doing this. So anyway, right here we've got gearing coming at us right there, and let's see if we can help out our gearing over there. Or sorry, Yo-Yang that is. We're helping our Yo-Yang out. YY's taking fire. I got the radar if I need to spot him, so we'll let YY fire the gearing. I like YY, by the way. It's a great ship. All right, he's almost dead. Oh, are we actually close enough to get a Kraken for this? Oh, my gosh, he's exposing himself. Oh, wow. There it is. Skill kill, Kraken. All right. Fun times. Like I said, Småland, borderline broken OP, it just doesn't have the smoke to really sell me on really being so utterly breaking the game that, like, for example, this situation right here where, okay, I had to push in, but then I didn't realize that Utrecht is there. Holy crap, now we're dead. So I got caught. Bad positioning on my part. Yeah, it just happened. Here's the engine boost. All I can do is just exchange gunfire. He's got rapid-firing guns to mine. There's no way I can win this. I'm trying the AP, see if I can get some damage, but he started angling, so he knew what to do. Yeah, and there's nobody there to help me. So I've got Barbiano, YY too far out. Yamato, I don't know what you're doing out there, and we're dead. So that was just me, bad, poor positioning on my part there. I just did the best I could. I eliminated 5 guys, 118,000 damage. Unfortunately, Utrecht was coming back at us and helping out his team. So, yeah, that was a good game, though. I mean, I was one of the... These are some close games coming out, and I'm actually enjoying, instead of the blowout matches like we've been seeing lately. How about you guys? Have you guys been seeing tons of blowout matches? I'm seeing, like, it literally, like, every day. It seems like a normal thing these days. I think Wargaming is trying to fix it with the dev blog. They said they'll increase points at the beginning and different points for different ships killed. I mean, I don't know if that really makes a difference. It doesn't matter. It's still... If you kill all the ships or kill, like, 10 ships right off the bat, then... How is points going to solve that problem, you know? So I don't think, like I said, I don't think they can stop the blowout matches other than make respawn. And I know a lot of you guys are against respawn, I get it, but in the competitive mode, yes, that's like clan battles or rank, no respawn there. It's totally fine. But things like randoms or unbreakable line or brawling, I mean, why not have, you know, if you're just going to be brawling and gunfire and shooting, why not? Or make it its own separate, like you said, we've been having Unbreakable Line. Just do 2 separate modes. If you want to do competitive, call it random competitive. If you want to have respawns in randoms, then do random Unbreakable Line kind of mentality. So that's kind of how I look at it. But again, that's just opinions. I mean, I'm grateful you guys are giving your opinions and thoughts. It makes great discussion. We're all about having a discussion here. I mean, and who knows who has the right answer, right? But like I said, I think, a lot of people... just don't like these blowout games, but we did our part. We did the best we could. Let's see if Slava can get shot here. Oh, I don't know where those torpedoes went. Oh, YY's got a nice spread going right. It only needs 1. You only need 1 hit there. 1 hit should do it, and boom, there it is. Way to go. Awesome. The score is actually flipped, by the way. We're actually at 600 points and the enemy's at 8. I don't think we will win this on points. I think he, if only we had the Yamato supporting us, that would have been great. Unfortunately, Yo Yang won't be able to spot the Napoli, and we actually lose. I thought this was going to be a great comeback. I thought we were going to win this one, but anyways, that was a great replay on our part. We did the best we could. We got the E for excellence on this one. Efficiency expert there. Let's see how we did. Yeah, number 1 in the team with YY. Very good. Great job, YY. Comps to you. Wow, look at that. I'm telling you, the Småland, man, it does everything. Even has great AA and, like I said, borderline, like I said, busted OP, but just not there anymore. I think the meta has kind of caught up and allowed it to be able to counter a Småland just fine. I've killed a lot of Smålands. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. There's other ships out there that are meeting the firepower of a Småland. All right, let's take one more look at what I wish a Småland had, which is smoke in the Gdańsk. Okay, so we got our last video here is Gdańsk, and this is pretty much what in the game in 6 minutes. So we'll just show it to you right now, what we do with it. And like I said, I think this ship is honestly the contender for the next OP broken ship because it really can just do everything you want and need because it's got everything, every consumable that I want. It's got the smoke, it's got engine boost and radar. It's got speed built into it. It's a freaking Mogador, and it's got torpedoes. Great. If they went out to 12, borderline OP busted. But man, I'm telling you, if the radar was just a little longer, I mean, the radar right now goes out to 9-kilometer radar. I mean, 9 kilometers. Incredible, but it only lasts 10 seconds. So if it lasted 26 seconds like the Småland, yeah, this will be the new king of the hunter killer destroyers. It does everything you want. Now, it doesn't have heals, so you can argue that, well, do I need the heals? It's got 29,300 heals right off the bat. So does it make up for having the already built-in heal kind of HE already with smoke, radar, torpedoes? I don't know. What do you guys think? I think that it's already baked into the ship, and you can survive a lot. It doesn't have the French saturation gimmick, so it's really a Mogador without that. It's got, look, I'm in the smoke. I've got radar if I need it. I've got torpedoes for rushing battleships. So look at the guns, though. Their guns are Mogador guns with -1 barrel at the back turret there, and we can start fires like a champ. Notice the time on the clock right now. We started the engagement approximately around 18-minute mark. And let's see how well we can hold his flank. And literally, this game is going to end in 6 minutes. Pretty freaking ridiculous. Incredible. You can even argue that it ends in 5 minutes. Because once everybody starts dying, pretty much there's nothing left to do but mop up the rest of the game. Yeah, the reload rate on this is incredible. I love the Gdańsk for that reason. Oh, we hit something there. What the heck? See, random nice torpedoes there. I'm telling you, torpedoes just being... Oh, we got the Shimakaze. Now, he's caught now. Watch this. Again, Shimakaze players. I don't get it. I mean, they just love just poking their head in the areas they don't need to be, and then all of a sudden, boom, pop the radar. They full go detected. There comes the Mino radar. So not a good day for a Shimakaze player. I mean, he has no counter to this. I mean, other than run away. That's the counter. And yeah, I just love shooting shimmies. They are a great target to shoot at. You get used to shooting them. You just got to lead them just the right way. And do we get this one? Oh, there it is. Way to go, Oregon. Blap to existence. All right, we got engine boost going. We're going to get out of dodge right here. Now, I didn't build for concealment, as you saw in the last Småland. I use the same commander in the sense of I just keep the concealment high. So it's like at 8.2. As soon as I get spotted, boom, pop the radar, reveal where that destroyer's at. And now we can basically eliminate him and keep a good standoff. I'm noticing that I like the standoff more than being so up close personal to a destroyer that it really doesn't buy me anything if I'm like 1 kilometer closer, really. So I like being more standoffish. And let's see if we can shoot and burn down this Yamato. I'm going to try something. I've actually tried a lot of things here where I've actually just put the destroyer at a standstill and see how players shoot. Because I've noticed lately that if I just sit still, literally not move, just hold my position, that some of the ships are so like paranoid that I'm going to move forward or back that they actually lead me while I'm not even moving. It's the funniest thing. So try it out. Like, look, I'm standstill and he's shooting behind me. So I don't know if he's thinking like I'm actually going to reverse or go forward. He's second guessing himself. And I probably would too. If I saw like a standing still destroyer, I'm going, oh, he's probably going to move forward. So let me just lead him and preempt it, right? A tactic I've heard of shooting destroyers is you fire one set of guns, wait for the destroyer to go in a direction, and commit the second set of guns as well. Something I've heard of, and you guys let me know if it works. I'm not really a battleship player anymore. All right, he fires in front, right? Let me see where those shells are going. Oh, he actually hit me. Oh, well. Well, we got enough HP. Like I said, do I need the heals, really? I mean, I'm surviving. I've got the smoke right now, so I'm going to use it. There is no radar in the area, and we've got torpedoes. Look at that. The power of Gdańsk, I'm telling you. Look, we're at the 5-minute mark right here, guys. They've already lost 4 players. Okay, let's see if we can... Look, we've taken Alpha and Bravo Cap. We're taking Charlie, and we're holding off literally the Shimakaze, Yamato, Napoli on this side. Cabros is running the back. They've lost a Trump now. 5 players left, or 5 players down on their team, and we haven't lost a single player. You can tell where this game is going already, and we're only at the 5-minute mark. They've lost a Napoli right there. Got blapped by Bungo. And now all we got to do is melt this Yamato. So, fun and engaging, right, guys? There it is. All 3 caps taken. And we did our job as a destroyer player. We held a Yamato, a Napoli, and a Shimakaze at bay and let our Barbiano and everybody else take the caps. The rest of the caps are, again, this is what happens when you got battleships sitting in the back, because everybody's afraid to die. If they're afraid to die, they're not going to push. I mean, what's the point then? He blind fires into us, and we actually get RNG Jesus with us, and he doesn't hit us. So we're good there. So again, we got a 53-second smoke, ladies and gents. I'm telling you, I mean, this is literally American smoke here, lasting almost 2 minutes. And we're just going to keep farming and spotting and fire, HE spam and get fires on him. He's pretty much dead. We're at the 6-minute mark right there. 6 minutes, ladies and gents. Next kill wins the game. And boom, there he goes. Game over. 112,000 damage. How fun was that, guys? That is the nature of World of Warships. I felt like we were playing co-op right there. But like I said, the European radar with smoke combo and heals, I mean, that's just the differences there with the Småland Gdańsk, but you can literally in games that quick. I should have called this video in games 6 minutes or less. So anyways, there it is, top of the team. Didn't do much. We took fire, but we just burned everybody down. 91,000 damage on a Yamato. Holy crap. 91,000 on a battleship. So, okay. All right. Now we are in the Ragnar now, in the 3rd European radar destroyer. Now, I look at the Ragnar as the, the bigger brother of the Småland. And I actually enjoyed the fact that this was released because I was like, well, if they don't have the Småland, at least we have a Småland with bigger guns. It's essentially the same idea and concept. It's just, and this one actually displays more of the AA ability on the Ragnar. I mean, Småland has great AA. Ragnar has some great AA in the sense. So look at that amount of damage we can output. Not saying it's going to be like eliminating squadrons right off the bat, but it is, you know, enough to really kind of warrant them off or get them off of your back. But man, they are pretty strong guns. So anyways, Ragnar, it's the same kind of build style of the Småland, except for it's got 152 millimeter guns. And you're going to see me bully what is it, Riga here, and 152 millimeters you can see right there. So now you've got a Småland with bigger guns, okay? And there's no smoke. It's got the heal. It's got the 8 engine boost. So basically the same kind of principle as the Småland, just a slightly bigger hull, a little bit more HP, not a little, actually a lot, and it's got heal. So this thing literally, I think, is a way more powerful Småland. The only thing I would say is the fact that it's a pretty easy target to hit because it's so large. That's what I think it is. Now, the cool thing about the Ragnar, I wish the Småland had, was a 360 turret in the back there. So no matter what, you're always facing forward. You can always have the guns ready to go on left, right of the ship. It doesn't matter. But this is the bread and butter of what it does. It's got the range of 13 kilometers with no full gun build now. This is just literally just for reload rate. Actually, I don't even have AFT on this thing. So it's literally just Fearless Brawler. And you're seeing I'm getting 2.6 second reloads here where I'm just literally shooting cruisers. And this is the bread and butter of what it does is just fire 152 millimeter caliber guns. Basically the same kind of caliber guns you find on a Worcester and really just melt down cruisers. Notice this cruiser is so preoccupied with me that he completely gets tunnel vision, forgets the that other people are shooting at him. So you notice that we're just using the engine boost here, rocking back and forth, and this really throws a lot of people for a loop here. And you can really mitigate a lot of damage just by moving left and moving right, going forward, going back. And that alone just throws people. He's firing in the front, he's firing in the back, he's firing all over the place. And I think he's getting frustrated now. Look, he's overshooting. A lot of shots being fired and overshot or getting shot behind us right there. You see, that's the power of the engine boost right there on the Ragnar, and he goes down again. Our job is done. We really just sacrificed. Sacrificed heals. Ouch, right there. Yamato firing away in the back. Anyways, we basically sacrificed our health right there so that we can have him distracted and draw fire, and then have literally got our guys in the back shoot for free, and just kind of have a nice day of a shooting gallery, and that's what I like to call it. But anyways, all right, we got another cruiser here, Zama. I don't know how to pronounce that thing, but we get fires right off the bat, and now he's looking at us, and we're just rocking we're just rocking the throttle back and forth. Again, I haven't showed the power of the radar yet, but we'll get to it in a minute. But I just had to eliminate at least a few ships on this side first before we rush in. We're not going to waste our time. Yazama is basically going in reverse into an island. That's awesome. So you can see here, one little destroyer can really hold off a whole bunch of cruisers and allow your friendlies to actually move up. So we'll speed it up here and get going. I can go in the cap. As soon as I get spotted by my 7.5 detection, boom, I pop my 7.5 radar that lasts a long time. So if the Gdańsk had a 30-second radar like the Ragnar does, absolutely broken. So, yeah, that's that. But anyways, very, very powerful European radars. I'm telling you, what do you guys think? Are they balanced or busted? I mean, I think they are somewhat balanced. I mean, the European, most of them don't have the smoke except for Gdańsk. So that kind of like solves that problem. But like I said, Gdańsk is so freaking powerful. All right, we got gearing, got caught in the open there. We didn't pop our radar because I knew that as soon as he goes behind the island, I can't shoot him anyways. We're spotted by Yazama. We're not going to take a shot there. Somebody fires at us from downtown. Ooh, Yamato loves shooting at us. I'm telling you, wow. Ooh, look at this. Here's the A. Here's the power of the A right here. He's shooting at the Hornet, taking out a couple planes here and there. He drops and bupkis. There it is. And we shoot down 25,000 worth of planes so far. All right, let's rush this gearing. All right, let's take a look at the power of the radar here. As soon as I go into the cap, he's dead. He's a dead meat because it doesn't matter if he pops smoke or he already popped the smoke. So if he doesn't get out of his smoke, he's caught in his smoke, and we get to farm for free. So let's see what goes on here, how we're going to make this engagement. My guns are facing the right area. Pop radar. He is within range. Yep, he is a dead gearing. Look at what the damage those guns do. My gosh. 1452 for both shells hitting. 946 on the back there. Then we got a full saturate. I only need one front gun to really do the bulk of the damage. Absolutely powerful right there. Ragnar, ladies and gents, right there. Power of the radar. European radar catching any destroyer sitting in the cap in the open, and we'll take them down. Here comes the power of the AA again. Here it is. Got AA going on. Let's see how many. Ooh, look at this. 1,800 damage on these planes. And boom, out of the sky. Squadron down. Call in the rescue squadron to pick up those pilots. They're all down. Telling you, the Ragnar is super freaking powerful right there with the AA and the guns. All right. Ooh, now we got Picardy? Yeah, whatever that is. Let's see if we can get this Thunder out. Actually, never mind. Okay, here comes some more airplanes to Munchat. 3,900 damage. Look at all that. Ooh, yeah, we're taking chunks of airplanes. My goodness. And he still gets a drop off. All planes dead. 52,000 shot down of damage. 31 planes shot down. My goodness. 31 planes. We are a walking SAM site. All right, here we go. More Hornet planes. Let's go. The long range is out to 6.9. However, it doesn't. It's just continuous damage. You got to get into the medium flak bursts, which are around, I believe, 4. So you got to get them into 4 kilometers in order to get the flak burst going. So that's the downside. It's got only medium range. Long range is kind of whatever. Get another fire going on the Vizama. Like I said, power of the radar. Now we got the big caliber guns now firing at us. Let's see if we can knock this guy out. Oh, the planes are coming back for more now. Look at that. The torpedo planes. And we got the engine boost going on, rocking and back the ship back and forth. And let's see if we can shoot down some more planes. There it goes, one plane. AA Expert, you shot down 35 planes now. We shot them all down, by the way. He didn't even get a drop on us. That's how powerful it is. 69,000 damage. I think, though, the carrier player has gone like, I'm rethinking my thoughts about attacking a Ragnar. Probably not worth it. Ooh, takes another shot at us again. Love shooting at destroyers, but I'm sorry, to little avail. Destroyer wins the game. He's out. All right. I think this game is pretty much it. But that is European radars, ladies and gents. What do you guys think? Busted or balanced? And see how that goes. Okay, we're shooting at Montpellier. The build will be at the end of the video, guys, for both the all three, Ragnar, Småland, and Gdańsk. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like the European radar destroyer kind of gunboat things? Those are fun, and my personal opinion, and a definite must. I very much enjoy them. And but as always, if you guys see me out there, make sure you say hello. Thanks for coming by, stopping by, and spending some time with us. We really do appreciate your support and watching the channel. Smash those buttons if you really want to support us, and let us know how you feel. And as always, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you have a great rest of the evening, and enjoy the rest of the time playing World of Warships. Cheers.